Guess what I'm making out of these mashed potatoes? What do you think I'm making out of these mashed potatoes, dear? Fudge!
Fudge out of mashed potatoes?
Mashed potato fudge. Now this is a great way to use up mashed potatoes. You're going to take your shortening. Recipe is in the description below at livingonadime.com. As usual, just regular shortening. Then we're gonna take butter. For those of you who don't know, look here, they have how many tablespoons, and you just go 1, 2, 3, and then you cut here. Okay, for those of you who have never cooked before. All right, then we're gonna put that in there, and we are going to melt this in the microwave. All right, got it mostly melted. Next thing we're going to add is 1/2 cup of cocoa. Right there. And let me measure. I'm pretty sure this is 1/3 of a cup already of mashed potatoes. Oh, shoot. No. Yeah, that's about 1/3 of a cup. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to add just a titch of salt and vanilla, my homemade, coming home from the PTA meeting vanilla. Okay, so now I don't have to do it this way. Actually, I need to put it in a bigger bowl, but I'm just getting all these combined first just because it's simple. Okay, so you want all of these mixed well. Now you're gonna think, oh Tara, you're just absolutely crazy. What are you doing putting mashed potatoes in fudge? I'm telling you, it's actually really good. Okay, then you're gonna take 1 pound of powdered sugar. Now this is 2 pounds of powdered sugar. So it's gonna be half of this. And if you wanna get precise and measure, you can, but you don't really need to. All right, and then we're going to stir in our chocolate mashed potato mixture. Okay, now, not getting ready to do some medical exam here. I am not feeling like digging out fudge out from beneath my fingers, so I just got the gloves, or out of my fingernails, I should say, out of my fingers. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Okay, so just smush this in really, really good. I thought I was gonna have to knead it, but maybe not. Maybe I just put the gloves on for nothing. Guys, if you like my videos, would you please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share my videos with your friends and family? Really helps YouTube to know that you guys love us. And that is one easy way you can support us. All right, now, you got every little bit mixed in. I think, nope, there's some on the bottom. Every little bit mixed in. Okay, now you do not have to use parchment paper. You can just grease your pan, but greasing your pan is how Grandma used to do it, but people now really like parchment paper. So even though it's not frugal, that's why I'm using parchment paper, to let you guys know you can do both. Now, I just cut a slit on each corner, so then it'll fold in on itself, okay? And you just take the corner, go over, take the corner, put it in, just like so, okay? Now, if you want to grease this, you can. I'm not going to. Then we're going to take our fudge and we are going to put it in our pan. And, okay, I guess I didn't need the gloves after all. Thought I was gonna have to need it, but I don't. Okay, now we're just gonna spread this all in here until we get it smooth. Now, a lot of people ask me, what do I do with all of my candies and stuff that we make for the videos? Since we shoot anywhere from 6 to 10 videos a day when we do our shooting, I take the food to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. We love them down there and they always appreciate it. And then I take it to the teachers at Jack's school and the kids at Jack's school, and they all eat it. Take it to neighbors, our favorite appliance repairman, Pickle, who has, what, 9 kids, I think he has? So we spread the love around to all of our friends and neighbors. Okay. That's how it's supposed to look. Then we're gonna throw it in the refrigerator until it is cool, probably 3 or 4 hours, up to overnight if you want to. Oops, except the refrigerator's turned off for the videos. But you'll get the idea there, guys. You gotta love me, right?
I do love you.
Okay, my potato fudge. I know you guys are gonna think I'm crazy.
Taters, huh?
Yep. Okay, so cut it into pieces. Now, I only had this in the freezer or refrigerator, excuse me, for 2 hours. 4 hours would be much better, but we got to get finished filming here. Why? Because we're tired. We've been filming, how many videos have we done today? Like 8 or something? I don't know. Now, this is potato fudge.
Mm.
What do you think?
It's good. I'm trying to think about the texture. Wow, it's very good. Oh, it's really good. Whoa.
Oops.
Took me a second to get the whole flavor.
You'd never know there's mashed potatoes in it.
Well, it has a consistency, a creamy consistency like creamy mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's really good.
Here.
Now I will say, I used dark chocolate cocoa. I don't like dark chocolate as much as regular, so use the type of cocoa that you like. So if you just like regular tasting chocolate, just use regular chocolate and not dark. But Mike likes dark chocolate, so this is gonna be his. I'll have to make me some dairy-free fudge. I need to make a little note here. You guys saw that I used the Ghirardelli cocoa. I do not like the Ghirardelli cocoa. I prefer just regular Hershey's baking cocoa. Mike and I tested a bunch of different baking cocoas and brownies on my other channel, Living on a Dime to Grow Rich. And honestly, the Ghirardelli came out on the bottom of the pile. It was the Hershey's that was at the top.
I think with the Ghirardelli, it's if you like the kind of smoky, dark chocolate taste instead of just regular chocolate.
Yep. If you have leftover Cool Whip or whipped cream, take and put dollops on your parchment paper or silicone liner. Then throw it in your freezer right there. Whoops, maybe. stem the avalanche tide. Okay, then put it in your freezer and let it freeze until they are frozen solid, about an hour or so. And when you have your dollops of whipped cream or whipped topping frozen, just take and throw them in a baggie. Ooh, the lights are melting them quick. Just keep them in the freezer and pull one out when you are ready for your hot cocoa. Yum. Or coffee or tea if you want to.
Yum.
One of the easiest ways to use Thanksgiving leftovers is to make dinners, is to make your own TV dinners for later. I line a pan with foil. If I'm making smaller packets, I'll put 2 or 3 pieces of foil in there. If it's for the family, I'll line an 8x8 pan with 1 piece of foil and put my turkey in there. And then I'll put my turkey and my mashed potatoes, my green beans, my stuffing, and my gravy, and just pour it all over the top. Then fold up my foil packets, freeze it in the pan so it doesn't accidentally spill out. Then I take and put them in freezer bags. And when I need a quick, easy meal, all I do is take out my foil packet, and you can either put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until it's warmed through, or you can put it in the crock pot on low and let it simmer. Just let it sit in the foil packet in the crock pot. And then when you come home from work, it's all nice and ready, and you didn't even have to do anything, but you have a wonderful turkey dinner for later. The next way we use turkey leftovers is by making a turkey sandwich. Now you can make it with cranberry sauce and stuffing like this one, or you can make it with lettuce and tomatoes and mayonnaise. Yummy turkey sandwich. I could eat these every single day. I just absolutely love turkey sandwiches. Use your leftover vegetables from your vegetable tray in your soups, salads, and casseroles. That way you're not wasting it. Do not waste your leftover pie crust. You know how sometimes you put your pie crust in and you have these little bits left? Just roll them out, just like so. Then put them on your baking sheet. Sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. This is just my pre-made cinnamon and sugar. In case you guys are wondering, I fill it to sugar about here, and then to here with cinnamon, so about that much cinnamon in a big one. And then throw it in the oven and bake it, and you have a delicious little crispy treat that we always got to eat on the day before Thanksgiving when Mom was making pies. All right, now you have cinnamon bites. Oh, it's still hot. Yum. Always make sure you have pie crust leftovers just to make this treat. Best pie crust in the world, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's happening here? I think there's sneakage happening, Dad. I think there's someone sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't throw out your pickle juice from, if you put pickles on your vegetable tray, save your pickle juice and use it to make homemade dressing or to marinate your pork chops or your chicken. It makes a really good sauce. You can also use it to make a sweet and sour type sauce, depending on if it's sweet pickles or dill pickles. It's really tasty on chicken and pork. Homemade turkey soup. This is so stinking easy, it's not even funny. All you do is take your turkey bones, shove them in your crock pot, fill it with water, add a generous amount of salt, at least a tablespoon of salt. Let it simmer overnight to 48 hours. This one I simmered 48 hours. You can see how nice and golden it is. Then just strain the broth. And if you have more broth than you can use for one meal, just put it in freezer bags, seal it really tight, lay them flat, and freeze them in the freezer in stacks. And then you can just pull some turkey broth out when you need it. It works really well as a replacement for chicken broth. Normally I don't shove the whole turkey carcass into the crock pot, but I wasn't thinking today and did it. Normally what I do is I divide my turkey carcass in half, freeze half of it, and then put the other half in the crock pot, and then I can have turkey soup twice. If you don't feel like making your turkey soup right away, just go ahead and wrap up the entire carcass in aluminum foil or in a plastic bag. Just throw it in a freezer bag. Then when you're ready to make the turkey soup, you can just throw the whole frozen thing in your Instant Pot or your crock pot and make your broth, and you're ready to go. Also, there's usually enough meat left on the bones that I pick off for my turkey soup, so I don't normally need extra turkey for my soup over what is already on the bones that cooked off while I was making the broth. Number 4 is a fried turkey sandwich. Take 2 pieces of bread, and you can either butter the bread or put a little butter in your pan and put your bread on top. Layer your turkey and your stuffing. Put another piece of bread on top, and then you just flip it over like a grilled cheese sandwich, and then you have a fried turkey sandwich. Number 5 is turkey hodgepodge. Take your turkey and put it in a pie plate, your leftover vegetables, leftover mashed potatoes if you want. Put a little bit of gravy over the top, and then take some canned Grand's biscuits, cut them into quarters, and put them all over the top of your casserole. Bake at 375 degrees until your biscuits are nice and golden. Number 6 is turkey avocado sandwich. Classic sandwich, just layer turkey with lettuce and avocado and a sprinkling of seasoned salt, and you have a turkey avocado sandwich. Number 7, turkey crescent bakes. Take crescent rolls, leave them in rectangles, and pinch together the centers. Then you're going to layer your turkey and your vegetables, and hopefully do it a little bit neater than I did. Add a little bit of cranberry sauce. You could add stuffing or mashed potatoes if you want. Fold over your crescents. Make sure all the edges are sealed. And then you're gonna bake at 350 degrees until golden brown, and you have a quick and easy dinner with leftover turkeys. Another way to use your crescent rolls is to make a shepherd's pie. In a dish, just layer your vegetables and your turkey and your gravy once again, and you can either use a pie crust or crescent rolls. just layer them on top, and you have a delicious topping for your shepherd's pie. When you're making your pies on Thanksgiving, just go ahead and double or triple the pie recipe, and you can freeze those in dough balls in the freezer, and then when it comes time for Christmas, you already have your pie crust ready to go, and all you have to do is roll it out and put it in the pie plate. Next, we have our cranberry fruit dip. This may sound crazy, but this is so delicious. We ate it up all in one night. You take your softened cream cheese, add your leftover cranberry sauce, beat it up until it's smooth, and then you're going to fold in 1 tub of whipped topping. Serve with fruit, apples, oranges, kiwi, any type of fruit you would like. Strawberries would be really good too. And you have your cranberry fruit dip. Next, we have our cranberry sauce recipe that we use on our ham. This is another one that is so stinking good. We just love it all year. Take your cranberry sauce and add a little bit of mustard, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of cloves. You're gonna stir it all together. And then you're gonna take fried ham and you're gonna put your cranberry sauce on top, and it is super delicious. You can use this one at Easter also. It's a really nice sauce for fried ham. Next, we have saucy turkey sandwiches. Either put a little bit of butter in a pan or butter each side of 2 pieces of bread. You're then going to put softened cream cheese on the inside of your bread. Put your bread butter side down in your pan. You're going to layer your turkey and your leftover cranberry sauce. Put a little bit more cream cheese on the second piece of bread. Toast it like you would a grilled cheese sandwich. I flip it over. I should have toasted mine a little bit more here, but that's okay. It ended up still being delicious. Then you have a saucy turkey sandwich. It is absolutely divine. Swiss turkey stuffing pie is quick and simple. You want to put your leftover stuffing on the bottom of a pie pan. Then you're going to lay your turkey on the bottom, Swiss cheese, another layer of turkey, and then another layer of Swiss cheese. Then you're going to take your eggs and your milk. You're going to whip them together, pour it over your Swiss cheese and turkey. You're going to put it in the oven and bake about 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown. Thank you for watching our entire video. We are going to give you our Dining on a Dime cookbook ebook volume number 1 free at livingonadime.com. Click on our shop, click on our ebooks, click on Dining on a Dime volume 1, add it to your cart. When you go to checkout, use the coupon code DINING1 and you will get our ebook absolutely free with no obligation and no strings attached. Visit us at livingonadime.com. Leftover mashed potatoes can be used to make potato pancakes just like these. can also use leftover mashed potatoes to thicken soups and stews. It works really well for that, especially if you're gluten-free like me. That is one of my favorite ways to thicken my soups, and the potatoes make the soup nice and thick and very rich tasting. Please go watch this video next. The link is in the description below for all these recipes and tips at livingonadime.com.